Welcome back to my channel, and today I have another amazing behind the scenes photo shoot to bring to all of you. But first and foremost, let's introduce today's model. Nefeli, how are you today?
Hi, I'm pretty good. I'm excited for the shoot that's coming up.
Awesome. And where can they find you on Instagram?
Yeah, if you're looking for me, you can find me under the Insta handle Nefeli.cha.
Awesome. And if that was too hard for you to pick up, just click the link that will take you directly to her Instagram in the description section of my video. Now, today we will be using the Nikon Zf camera with the Nikon Z 50mm f1.2 lens right here. This will be the entire setup, so every photo we're taking will be with this. And I will be doing some natural light photography as well as some artificial flash photography using the GODOX AD200. Let's get to it. And one thing I want to do is get you out of the direct sunlight. So I'm thinking, let's first start where it's shaded right here on this corner. Cool. Now, let's work on my settings. Cool. And then, can I have you right in this corner right here? Just take a look. Oh yeah, see. Now, I'm gonna wanna shoot wide open with this camera. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a good old fashioned flash, okay? And the reason why I'm using flash is because I'll be able to expose for the background as well as expose for her using the flash. Now, as I said earlier, this is the flash that I will be using, which is the GODOX, it's the GODOX AD200. This is an amazing flash, 200 watts, high speed sync, and shoots TTL. It's a great flash that's the size of an average speed light, but yet 3 times as powerful. So that's why I love using this bad boy right here. Now, what's unique about what's gonna happen today is that I don't have a light stand. Now, I did that on purpose. It's not because I'm cheap and or lazy. I actually do a lot of flash photography holding my flash in my hand when I'm in San Francisco, because as soon as you put down a tripod, it's considered a commercial shoot. But if you're just hand holding it or just shooting in general, it's just a regular photo, right? So that's one way to get around a lot of these regulations. New York City almost doesn't give a damn, but in San Francisco, they certainly do, okay? And then they want you to not only have a license, but they want you to be insured with $1 million worth of bond just to do what I'm about to do if I just do this and hand hold the flash. So I'm gonna use this here and hand hold it like that. And then on the top of the camera is where I will put my trigger, like so. And if you have any GODOX trigger, it'll work with any flash that is made by GODOX or Flashpoint, okay? And turn this bad boy on. Cool, there we go. And as you can see right here, flash all day. Now, again, so what I'm gonna do first is expose for the background. Okay, so let me make sure, boom, 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 boom. Okay, so what I do, when I switch my view mode, I tend to go show effects of the setting, because I want to see how the shutter speed affects the exposure on the background, so it's exposed well. And then I'll take a photo and increase the power depending on the exposure of the model. So I'm using the power of the flash to expose for her, not the background. So once you have your shutter speed set, then you adjust the power of the exposure for the proper exposure of the model. That's how it's supposed to go, okay? I will have it on autofocus single right there, and I do tend to put it on face detect. Since I'm only working with one subject, it will allow me to go right to her eye. If you can see it right there, I'm not sure if you can see it, but it will find her eye very easily. Good. Oh yeah, see now. Okay. So it's hard to see here, but when, see, this is without flash. So I'm exposing for the background. I get the blues where the blues should be in the back. This is going to be pretty highlighted anyway, just because the sun's hitting that highly reflective surface. But the sky is blue. Now, once I add flash, now she's looking much more well exposed in the shadow. And that's how I balance natural light and artificial light. So I'm actually going to increase this just by a hair. Now, one thing you do want to make sure is that you don't overexpose her too much just because you're looking at the back screen. This back screen can lie to you. So worst comes to worst, always underexpose your photo because you can always push it later in Lightroom, okay? Or whatever your editing software. So if I have to, I'll underexpose her so I can maintain quality of her skin tone. I didn't know I'd be explaining all that today, but I am. But since he's got this thing recording, I'm going to be doing some talking. All right. Cool. And I'm going to shoot wide open. I'm going to shoot at 1.2 today. Whoops. Let's go for it. There we go. Let's push this bad boy. See what we got. Oh, I like that. Yeah, see, this looks really good. This looks really, keep that foot up there. Now I'm gonna get a nice wide shot. Yeah, this is good. Good. I'm gonna actually increase this. I was shooting at quarter power. I'm gonna go to half power on the flash. And just to show you on my settings, I'm at f1.2. Let me see if I can. There we go. I'm at 1,000 of a second, f1.2, ISO 100. Okay, there you go. And then I'm at half power on the flash. If you can see it right there, half power on the flash. Good. Do what you did with your chin when you were looking, but look off in that direction. There we go, right there. On there. There we go. Good. Oh, that's cool. Let me see if I can. Yeah, these look pretty nice. I'm really liking them. So, yeah, I like that. I like that. And then, whoops, let me get that. One I really like. Yeah, that's cool. That's cool too. So, he's not. Unfortunately, we won't be able to see on the back of the screen. But see how like it's nice exposure on the back. It's not blown out. But here she is. I hit her with a little bit of light. It's hard to see, but you'll see the sample photos as I post them. I'm able to bring up the shadows on her face a lot better since I used this here flash. Oh yeah, I like the way your legs are too. Let me try to get a bit wider shot. Yeah, turn your knee. Yeah, there you go. Those are nice. Can I have you seated right here? All right, so I'm going to shoot a little bit of natural light just because behind her is beautiful and soft, even though it's about 12:30 right now. It's great, gorgeous natural light. So let's go ahead and kick some butt with that. Awesome. something. Let's do f2.0, and then I'm going to have to adjust the exposure for sure. That thing's crazy. Now we get to use the advantage of this electronic viewfinder to get the exposure. Oh, that's cute. That's cool. Let me see. Oh, okay. So one thing I noticed is that when I shot from her right side over there, I was getting that blue sky, and since I'm not shooting with the flash, it was totally blowing out the entire sky. But since I want to keep it at f2.0, I'm actually just going to come to this side where it's softer behind her. Oh, I like that. Cool. Look right over your shoulder. Yeah, here we go. Right at me. Good. That's here. That'll work. There we go. Yeah. I like adjusting for these objects in the foreground, but I gotta make sure. Yeah, she looks great. There we go. So in order for me to get through here using the autofocus, because it kept wanting to select these bars or whatnot, and so I had to turn off the face detect and switch it to pinpoint autofocus, and that's how I was able to get through all this and make sure that I'm framing her face in between one of these lines. So just be mindful of that, because sometimes creatively when we're in the action, we just don't see those little details, okay? And then here, let me see if you guys can see, but see how like, this is the shot we're getting here. Yeah, there we go. Awesome. So you guys can see right there, I'm trying to frame her in between all those bars. So I'll post up the photo. You'll see the final result. Can I get like, face me? Face me? There we go. Now put, sit on the, sit on, if that's okay. Now put one leg. Yeah, now put that other leg like underneath. Yeah, there you go, and let it relax. Exactly. Like that. Okay. 3, 2. Good. 3, 2. Okay, so we're gonna shoot over here, and one of the biggest benefits is that one of the biggest benefits of having this flash is so that when we go from such a dramatic changes in exposure from something that's very harsh lighting right over here in the sunlight versus something that's a very soft overcast or shadow here, the flash is gonna be your secret weapon for this occasion. That's why I always recommend making sure you have one at least in the trunk. So whether it's a 80-100 or the 300 or the 80-200, just have it in your trunk so that just in case you're not gonna be trying to push so much dynamic range out of your image later on in post. You wanna get it as close as possible in the camera. It's safest if you see your face. Yeah, keep so what she was asking was the angle of her face compared to where the sun is coming from. And if she turned toward me, your face, see how there's a highlight all across she felt it too. And that's gonna be no bueno, especially with her exposure, her complexion of her skin tone. It's just gonna be so bright. So in this case, I'm gonna have her look this way. You can see now her whole face is evenly exposed in the shadow, and that's what you rather work with, okay? If you're gonna overexpose or not overexpose anything, it's always gonna be the face. That's for sure, okay? Relax your wrist, there you go. Now, I'm gonna use my flash to get that good old-fashioned exposure. I'm gonna, let's go to F2 on this bad boy. Let's go to F2. Whoop. There we go. Look like 45 degrees to your there you go, yeah. Right there. Oh boy. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no, don't do it. That's what my attorney would tell me to say. Don't do that. That would not be safe. No. Okay. This could work. It's got to increase the power. Oh shit, this actually could work. Open it up a little bit more. No, I'm just gonna stay right here. Don't do it. Oh yeah, the lighting looks good. The lighting looks, I have to get it now. With the flash too, this is great exposure. Yeah. Yeah, this looks spectacular. Okay. Oh yeah, like that. Yeah, wow, this flash is really coming in handy. All right, everybody, so as you can tell, we did some serious shooting. We only had one outfit this time, but we will be shooting again. Stay tuned for that. As I said earlier, I was shooting with the Nikon Zf with the Z 50mm f1.2 lens, primarily shooting wide open from f1.2 to f2.0. Now, as you can see, depending on the environment in the background, I either shot with artificial lighting using the high-speed sync feature of the AD200 or just natural light. It's really up to you. I like to be able to handle both conditions, so I always bring a flash with me. Now, Nefeli, what did you think in terms of experience modeling as well as the environment that we were shooting in? What was some of the things that, like some of the challenges as a model that you faced during our shoot?
I don't know. I think the challenge is usually the time and being able to get as diverse backgrounds and poses together. Mm-hmm. But because the team was good, the coordination was good, the tips at the time of the photo shoot were present, we could do a pretty good job. Awesome.
And that is really just because she wants to make sure she gets copies of these photos. So she's being really nice. One thing I did have to appreciate is that she already knew where the key lighting was coming from, and she adjusted her poses accordingly. When we were in that bright area on the bench, yeah, you already felt like, okay, I don't want to put my face there, right? Was there a specific reason, like, because you did it before I even said anything, was there a specific reason that made you feel like, okay, that's not good?
I mean, I've had the experience when I started modeling where I was facing my head to all the different types of directions, and then realized, okay, yeah, it's difficult to edit, to bring back, to balance the shadows with the overexposure.
And that's the benefit of working with a professional model. So if you have to, quit being cheap, pull out a couple bucks and help the models that are just putting in the same amount of work you are to create these fantastic photos. But with all that said, it really helps because especially with her with a fair skin complexion, that light is just gonna destroy any detail in her skin, and we don't want that, right? So I'm gonna leave a link in the description section for you to check out the high-res versions of the photos, edited, obviously. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, let me know down below. And where can they find you on Instagram for folks who missed the beginning of this video?
Nefeli.cha.
And make sure you smash her link to her Instagram profile down below. Of course, I'll leave links to the products that I've used during this photo shoot. Of course, if you enjoyed this video and you would like to see more, don't forget to press that like, that share, and subscribe. And you already know, hit that bell notification icon to get notifications of my upcoming content. I am your host, Robert Silver, and until next time, keep shooting and stay creative.